Hi everyone, this is Dee from What I Do With My Money. Today we're closing the month of March, so let's hear how I did after the intro. Hi everyone, so I'm glad to be back this month again, and I took a break. This was a very expensive, fun, tiring month. So in the month of March I have about 6 birthdays, including mine. So every weekend I'm busy and every week I am spending, but I've been surprisingly good, I think. So let's start. So the first thing that we are going to do, just let me see if you can see everything. Okay, I think you can. Let's go here. Okay. So let's see all my spendings this month. So there's a lot of spendings that I actually paid while I was spending, and that means that my month of March was actually pretty safe. And I think the month of February was worse. So all my spending this month, so in the first 2 weeks, I have no spendings. Actually, I should put, just give me a second. Okay, so I went to my old budget book and I found some no spend. So I'm going to take the pink ones to go with the pink ones, and I have these ones that I can use later. So in this 2 weeks, I have not spent anything, or at least I have reimbursed everything that I spend. So I'm super happy about that. It's been a while that I have not used the no spend stickers. Okay, so let's see what's next. So on the 11th of March, the interest for my credit card came in, and so there is $9.50 that I had to add in here. And then on Tuesday, March 12th, I had to pay the Uber, and honestly, I do not remember why I had to pay the Uber for. I don't know where I was going. I seriously cannot remember for the life of me what I was doing on that day. Okay, so on March 16th, it was my brother's birthday. I was not supposed to spend that much, but my parents were out of town, so I'm the oldest of the family. So guess who has to spend money now? Myself. So there's 181.53 that I had to get through my credit card. And on Monday, March 18th, I spent some money on AliExpress. I bought a very funny t-shirt that I love, and I can't wait to get it. Obviously, it's going to take a month before it gets to me, but I can wait for that. And now on Saturday, March 23rd, I spent something at the pharmacy. And I think, I can't remember what it is. Honestly, this month is a blur. I've been tired the whole month, especially because on this month, we also had the time change for the daylight saving time. And I get so tired in this month. And plus with everything that happens, I really can't. Oh, wait, just give me 1 second. I made a mistake here. Started paying in March Crunchyroll. And the thing is that it was not in my budget for the month of March, but it will be on my month of April, but it's going to be going through my credit card. So you still won't see it, but I'm just telling you guys, I have now Crunchyroll and it's going to go through my credit card. So now on March 27th, I think, okay, I remember now. Crunchyroll is on the 18th. And then AliExpress was on March 23rd. And then now I remember. So on March 27th, I did buy something for my son because he busted his knees and he was bleeding through his pants and blood was everywhere. So yeah, I had to buy something at the pharmacy to clean his wounds. And yes, this is today. I bought some phone covers for myself and my son because we bought new cell phones. So, well, we're exchanging cell phones. So he's getting mine. So he needs cover that he likes, and I'm getting a new cell phone, and I need covers that I like. So this is the month of March. So let's see how much we have spent. Oh, Jesus, I don't even want to see. Okay, so we have $950 plus $1683 plus $181.53. And remember, I always round up. So I'm going to put $210 here. Now for the second week, well, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth week of March, so that's 1147 plus 344. So that's, let's say, $15 here. And for the fifth week of March, so that's 1372 plus 3064. So that's 45, let's say $50 here. So the total for the month that I owe myself, so everything that you see here, it's not expenses or all the expenses that I do in the month. It's more what has come through my credit card that was unbudgeted. So now for this month, I owe $275. So that's what I owe in my credit card for the month of March. Okay, so now let's see. We have this here. So this is what I usually do at the end of month. Now I've been starting to do this since the month of January, if I'm not mistaken, and I love to do that. So let's see. So this is the budgeted amount at the beginning of the month. Obviously there are changes, so there have been a few major changes that I'm going to explain later, but as you've seen in a previous video, I did pay one of my debts. My son started working, so there's a lot of amounts that don't go to my son anymore, so I'm not giving him spending money, and I'm not paying food for school. He's paying for that himself, so he's working now, so that's what he's responsible for, but everything else I still pay. And what else? So there's a few changes in my budget, but you'll see reflected here. So for food, the actual amount is still $500, and it's the same thing every month. As I've said previously, except on the months that I'm paid 3 times, those are the only months that you will see bigger amounts. So I have $500 here. And then for my spending, so as I said, I haven't been giving my son money, only at the beginning of the month. So instead of being $205, I actually paid $130 only. For my emergency fund, it was $130, and I have put $140 instead. In debt, I had budgeted $140. I now have $150 that I paid instead. In medical, I had budgeted at the beginning of the month $40. I now have $70 that I have paid. And in back to school, I had budgeted $60, and I've paid $100 this month. So let's see. The previous month I had 3 paychecks, so that's why there's $250 more. So this month we paid for food $250 less. I also spent a lot more. So from $265, I only spent $130 in spending money. So I think that would be $135 less. So give me 1 second. So that would be $135 less. For 911, from last month, so last month I had a bonus, I think. That's why the amounts are bigger. Oh, no, I had actually 3 paychecks. That's why the amounts are bigger. From last month, I have how much is this? $115 less. For debts, I put $110 less. And In medical, $15 less. And for back to school, $90 less. Okay. So let's see from the budget, what is the difference? Sorry, I had lost my calculator. Okay. So by the way, I'm trying to have like a better lighting here. I'm just putting one more. I'm trying to have a better lighting here just because I've noticed that this paper reflects light, so it makes my videos darker for some reason. But I'm trying to put light like a little bit everywhere so it doesn't reflect as much, but we'll see how it looks. And I forgot to put turn one more on. But hopefully with this light it's a little bit better. Okay, so now let's see. So percentage, oh, I forgot to put the actual saving income for this month. So it was $1,675. So let's see the difference. So for food, that would be 30% of my budget went to food. Now in spending, let's see how much that would be. So that would be 8%. And 8%, which I think it's a lot less than last month. But because I'm not giving spending money to my son, I think that's the biggest difference in this month for spending money. And then for 911 is again 8%. For my debt, let's see, 9%. And I've noticed this, it's always a little bit higher for debt. So I've been giving just a tad bit more for debt than my emergency fund. Now let's see for my medical fund. That would be 4%, which makes sense because I also have expressed that I want to put more money in my medical because I have a lot of medical bills coming up my way. Then let's see the last one for back to school, which I also have expressed the need to put more money here. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do in the future months. So back to school is at 6%. So everything that I actually spent here is $1,090. So it should be about the same. So it says it should be 65% of my high priorities and spending that's where my saving money goes to. So let's see if it's correct. So let 30 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9 plus 4 plus 6. Yeah, 65%. So 65% of my saving income or my savings go to either spending or high priority cash saving envelopes. And if I look at here, so 65%, but there's 38%. So there's over 50% that goes in spending or food. And well, it is what it is. I mean, it's the inflation. But last month, if I'm not mistaken, it was 50-50. So but at the same time, I could pour more money in here. But this month is just like a regular month. So I think these numbers are pretty much the numbers that will going to be in the future month. Except April, but I'm going to explain that probably in another video. So now that snowball, I am so happy with it. So guys, so this is the debt that I have paid. So to pay off this debt, I had to pay $485.63 that came out of my debt cash envelope. So I had $500 that I could use to pay a debt, and I decided to use it all to pay off this debt. So I have 0% left to pay. That's a lot more than the last month. I think I was paying $200, so that would be $285 that I paid off more, and I have 0% left to pay, guys. This debt is paid off. So now I said that whenever I was going to pay my first loan, so that's a student loan, I was going to put the real number that I owe in my credit card. So I owe $1,780 that I have not paid this month because I put the money in my first loan. I'm going to start paying this off next month. So I have paid nothing. I have everything left to pay, and I didn't put anything last month, so it's the same thing. So I have 100% of this debt left to pay. Okay, so in my loan number 2, I did pay $131.68, and that's the amount that I always pay. And I have $12,429.81 left to pay. So for this, I have to contact the bank and have the latest number. So this number is as 2 days ago. So that's how I'm ending the month. There's no difference. This, I've been paying the same thing. So that means from the beginning, so 533.06. Oops, not that. Yeah, okay, for $12,429.81. So what's the percentage left to pay for this debt? And it's 99%, and I think it was the same thing last month. Okay, so what I have paid this month in debts is $617.31. So that's how much I've paid this month, but I've paid off one debt, guys, and I can't believe that. I am so happy of finally paying off that debt. So guys, that is it. That is it for this month review and what I did with my money and what happened in my credit card. I mean, it's a short video, but we do a lot. So in my calendar, we saw what went through my credit card and how much I owe and in my credit card, which is included in this credit card debt. We have seen how I manage my money, what I did with my money this month, so for the month of March 2024. Also, we went through my debt snowball and where I am with my debts, and I am happy to say that I've paid off one of my debts. So that's about, over $12,000 paid off for the student loan, and now I'm embarking into my debt snowball. So we're going to be paying the credit card, we're going to be paying the second loan, and I think that's going to be very fast. So that's $1,780 left to pay. That's going to be fast. I am putting 100% of my energy and money to pay my debts. My goal is to pay, how much do I owe? So the total that I owe this month at the end of the month, it's $14,582.40. And I want to pay all of that in 2 years. So that is my goal, pay off my debts in 2 years. And that's a lot of money that's going to be left for me. And yeah, so that was it for this month, guys. I hope you are happy that I paid off a debt, and I can't wait to see you at the end of April. I'm telling you guys, April is gonna be a thing. Okay, so see you later. See you in the next video, and I wish you mental health, physical health, emotional health, and psychological health, because everybody needs it. Goodbye.